Hello and welcome to PoE For Dummies Incursion. Incursion is one of the mechanics of Path of Exile where you will meet a master, Alva, in your maps, and she's a time traveler. She will port you back in time. You have to defeat some monsters and then you build your own temple, which you can open in present time and use all the benefits from the rooms that you have acquired. You will meet Alva, this lovely NPC here, in Act 7 once you start your first playthrough, and from then on she will have a random chance of spawning in your campaign maps and in your maps, unless you put some passive points into that. More on that a little bit later. How does this mechanic work? Well, once you encounter her in a map or in a questing area, she will open this sort of temple. She will tell you in the beginning, instead of 8 here, there will be 12 incursions remaining, and every time you encounter her without any passive points allocated, she will have 3 rooms for you to offer. So total, you should encounter her 4 times and open 12 rooms to make a temple. Now, how do you make a temple? So once you click on her, she will give you this option, this complete set of layout with a little box up there. So what this is the little box up here is signifying what you have to do in order to further progress the temple. It also signifies some things that are open and some things that are closed. First things first, you can see with a golden outline here that this is the room that's selected. It's Vault. Its rank is here, rank 1 or level 1. We have level 2 and we have level 3 as 3 complete and total levels. Alva will always select rooms tier 1, tier 0, which are like passageways and things, tier 0, 1, 2, and never will select tier 3 rooms because you cannot progress the room to tier 4. So tier 3 is the maximum. Now, once you encounter her and once you see the modifiers and the room that she has chosen, which is selected once you click her, so unless you click her, it won't be selected. You will have these 2 NPCs, 2 bosses, one with like a hat symbol and one with like reverse green-red symbol. Those are in upper right corner and in bottom left corner of the map. Now, once you kill those, they will change the room into something or upgrade the level of the room into a higher tier. If you kill the right one, this is always the same. If you kill the right one, it always upgrades the room. If you kill the left one, it always changes the room. That is a constant that doesn't change. Right one upgrade, left one change the room. Once you kill the one to upgrade the room, it changes the room from tier 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Once you kill the one that changes the room, it changes the room tier 1 to tier 1 of the other kind, tier 2 to tier 1 of the other kind, or we cannot change tier 3. So it's either tier 2 to tier 1 or tier 1 to tier 1. It just changes the room to a different kind. Now, the green symbols here signify the doors that have been already opened. The red ones signify the doors that haven't. How do you know which have or which you haven't opened? You can see these lines between the doors. Wherever there are lines connecting 2 rooms, that means that room is open and that room is also full in color. However, if the room is closed and it hasn't been opened, it is looking like this. It's looking darkish. So if the room is connected to another room, it's going to have the door symbol, which is basically a line connecting them. However, if it's not connected, it's not going to have anything in between. So you have to go all the way around to get to that room. Now, let me show you inside how it looks. You open in, you get in, you kill monsters. Monsters give you time. So this is a time mechanic. Monsters give you more time to the clock. And if you run out of time, or if you click the portal out, or if you die, that's it for that incursion. You can continue on to the next one. Now here is just a slight show of how to do it. And here's the one with the little hat on. That's always the upgrade one. Now, the monsters will randomly spawn these Stone of Passages. Stone of Passages can be placed in an altar of passage, TLDR, you can unlock the room. You click on the door if you have a stone and it will be green and it will unlock the room. So that's the main part. Once I've cleaned this all up, I wanted to connect the vault to Hall of Metal. And because I have a stone, I just click on Hall of Metal, it turns it green, and that's it. So the point of the mechanic is to get a full temple. Once you have completed the mechanic, once you've done all 12 incursion rooms, she will put an exclamation mark above her head. You talk to her, and here will be another line which says take Temple Chronicle or activate Temple Chronicle, which is basically Chronicle of Atzoatl. You can choose whether or not. So she opens like this window, and there's here enter and take Temple Chronicle. Two little rectangles. If you click open, immediately it opens on map device, you can enter. If you click take, it gives you an itemized one, which you can sell on the marketplace or buy from other players. From buying things from other players and having it like that, if you have rooms that are closed, as an example, these two are closed, they will show as like obstructed and grayed out. If they're open rooms, they will show open and they will be in white text. So that covers the mechanic. But how do you get the rewards? What are the rewards? Here is a cheat sheet, which I will link down in the description below, of what different rooms give, the amount of items that they give or amount of chests that they give, and what you can expect from these rooms. However, 3 of these rooms are valuable to people. 1 is Locus of Corruption, 2 is Doriani's Institute, and 3 is Apex of Ascension, as those 3 are most expensive things to actually get and then to sell to other players. Locus of Corruption allows you to double corrupt an item, Doriani's Institute allows you to double corrupt a gem, and Apex of Ascension allows you to change an item into another one or to upgrade an existing item, including an offering. Now, for Apex of Ascension, you can chance a Headhunter while sacrificing another belt of any kind that's unique, but you can also upgrade items using Vial of Transcendence as an example, and the item itself. So Vial of Transcendence and the item gives you an upgraded version of the said item, so you can use that too. Now let's go on to the passive skill tree. Passive skill tree is a little bit complex, however, it's quite simple once you start reading through it. So the first things what we have chance to contain Alva encounters. Those are the most of these. Chance to contain Alva encounters. Then we have quantity of items dropped. We have maps have chance to contain Alva. We have incursion pack size. And we have here chance to contain Alva. Now let's go on to the notable ones. I will go with the simple ones first. First we have Val Oligarchs. Incursion in your maps contain a Val Flesh Merchant. A Val Flesh Merchant is a monster that will appear somewhere randomly in an incursion room that when you kill will drop a currency stack. This is how it looks. It has specific abilities, which is basically dash through and just disappear for a few seconds, but it's an okay monster to have if you want to get some little more currency items. This one, your maps with incursions always have 4 incursions, which means instead of encountering Alva 4 times, you will encounter her 3 times and make a temple. Just an efficiency method. There is this one, Treasure Hunt. Incursions in your maps contain cursed treasures. Now, cursed treasures can be claimed for valuable rewards, and those valuable rewards are actually the rewards in form of currency, usually, that you can drop. You can have from 1 to 6 cursed treasures in a map. I've played plenty of these, so if there is any correction, feel free to correct me, but between 1 and 6 will always spawn. It's never 0 if you have cursed treasures on. What they do, once you click them, they will just pop a little golden thing here, but they will take away 8 seconds of your timer. So pay attention to have enough time. They will eat through the time very, very quickly. So that's for cursed treasures. We still have a few more. We have time dilation. Incursions in your maps have 33% chance for all monsters to be at least magic, and time gained from kills is doubled for incursions in your maps, regardless of monsters being magic or not. So this is basically if you want to level up quicker, just for a little bit of experience, because monsters being magic gives a bit more experience than monsters being white, normal. And the last one being here. Killing non-resident architects has 10% chance to add an additional upgrade tier to surviving room, and killing one has 40%. So this is a 50-50. What does this mean? Killing non-resident architects has 50% chance to add 40 and 10 to add an additional upgrade tier to the surviving room. Non-resident architects are those that can be killed to upgrade the incursion room. So those are always the ones on the right. Keep in mind the wording is a little bit iffy. Non-resident are always the ones to upgrade the room. And we have the opposite one. Killing resident architects in your maps adds their upgrade tier to the surviving architect's room, which means residents are those that can be killed to change the incursion room. So the left ones, which gives us this little thing. And that is, if you activate a room that is tier 1 and you want to change it to something else, to Gem Cutter's workshop room, instead of it being Gem Cutter workshop room 1, tier 1, it's going to be tier 2 because 1 and an extra tier gets transferred. That's always the case. However, if you take a room that's tier 1 and you want to upgrade the room, it has a 50% chance to upgrade to tier 3. So 50% chance to upgrade to tier 2, that's technically guaranteed, and a 50% chance to upgrade from 2 to 3 to give you +2 instead of +1. So that's important as well to learn and to understand. So those are the notables that you have for Alva. Here are the scarabs that have been introduced from 3.24 Necropolis League that you can use in your map device to enhance your maps with incursion modifiers. Number 1, Incursion Scarab. Area contains Alva, so you don't have to pick up all the Alva chance points. You can always use a Scarab. Scarab 2, Incursion Scarab of Invasion. Area contains 12 to 16 additional packs of incursion monsters. So those monsters that you can find in an incursion, you can find them in the map. They're just extra map monsters. Third one, Incursion Scarab of Champions. Incursions in area have 35% chance for all monsters to be at least magic, and incursions in area have increased pack size. This, as it says, a limit 2 can give you 70% chance for all monsters to be at least magic, and if we count in the last one, that's 33% chance to be at least magic. You guarantee that all monsters will be at least magic in the incursion, because you can stack these that say limit 2. And they have pack size, 30% pack size if you stack 2. The previous one, it would be 24 to 32 additional packs of incursion monsters. And the third one, which I recommend using if you are sure that you know what you're doing, and use them only at the end part, so when you have the last 4 incursions remaining here, which is Incursion Scarab of Timelines. Final architect slain in area will drop an itemized temple. Itemized temples dropped in area are generated based on current temple layout, but with randomized room tiers. What does that mean? That means you will drop a Chronicle of Atzoatl. However, the Chronicle of Atzoatl will be dropped with these rooms that you have, the final one, and they will be randomized. So Wealth of the Vaal can be tier 1, Corruption Chamber can be tier 3, Workshop can be tier 2, Crucible can be tier 2. That's just to get an additional temple. And there is one extra room that you can pay attention to. This is a Joker / wild card, which takes the rooms around it, if they are connected, and brings their level up. And that is called Sanctum of Unity, which will upgrade to Temple Nexus. And its first name is just Sanctum, Shrine of Empowerment. It's in the bottom right. Shrine of Empowerment, Sanctum of Unity, Temple Nexus. What do they do? Shrine of Empowerment gives one connected room to it +1 to level once you finish the incursions. Sanctum of Unity gives 2 connected rooms an upgrade path or upgrade. However, if you have a room that's already tier 3, or if you have a room that's tier 0, that's null tier, those will not count to upgrade progression. So if you have Sanctum of Unity, let's say here, and there's 5 connections, these 2 connections won't matter, but these 2 will connect and upgrade. However, entrance does not count. And then tier 3, Temple Nexus, upgrades every room around it, regardless if it is connected or not. So if it is in the middle here, which is the best place, it will upgrade all of them unless they're tier 3 already. So that's a joker card if you want to upgrade specific rooms to tier 3. However, this should conclude the whole PoE for Dummies incursion. I will link the old version in the description below. It was way shorter because it had way less things. They've added new things in the year that I haven't remade this series. But if you've liked this video, please do give it a like, sub if you don't mind. Thank you so much for your support. Write a comment if you have any questions. If you want to catch more of me, you can catch me on twitch.tv/heavyheels, and here on YouTube I dual stream, and you can also join the Discord. We have a lovely, helpful community for beginners, returning players, and even advanced users as well. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in another one.